The 6 Hours of Monza is next on the 2023 calendar for the World Endurance Championship. So as the WEC returns to Italy for this iconic event, there is a lot to discuss about this race before it begins. So this is my race preview for round 5 of the 2023 season at Monza. Once again, the country of Italy will host the 6-hour event at the Autodromo Nazionale de Monza circuit. But we come off the back of an extraordinary race at the Circuit de la Sarthe, in which Ferrari won, beating Toyota. Their hypercar, the 499P, made history by giving Ferrari their 10th victory at Le Mans, and their first since 1965, which was 58 years ago. So Toyota won the first 3 rounds in 2023, and Ferrari, of course, won Le Mans. So the question now remains, who will win the race at Monza? The 6 Hours of Monza made its World Endurance Championship debut in 2021. The GR010 won the first 6 Hours of Monza, but the most recent winner was the Alpine A480 in 2022. And even though it was in the hypercar class, the A480 was not an LMH or an LMDH. So as of right now, Toyota's GR010 remains the only hypercar to win a race at Monza. The last 6 Hours of Monza was arguably the most entertaining race in hypercar across the 2022 season. Glickenhaus had a very fast car qualifying on pole position, but 3 hours into the race they had to retire. And with Glickenhaus returning to Monza this year, some may think that this may be Glickenhaus's best chance at an overall podium or win this year. Let's now take a look at what the championship standings are looking like ahead of this event. Toyota leads the Manufacturers' Championship in hypercar, with Ferrari in second with 108 points and Cadillac in third. As for the team standings of LMP2, the number 41 Team WRT still leads the championship by 4 points to the number 34 Inter Europol. After their Le Mans win, they are now second in the championship. And as for LMGTEM, Corvette Racing extends their lead after another win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The Autodromo Nazionale de Monza circuit, more commonly referred to as just Monza, is one of Italy's most famous circuits. The track is located in the town of Monza, and Milano is the nearest biggest city. The Monza circuit was built back in 1922. It is the third oldest purpose-built road course in the world, just behind Brooklands and Indy. And the WEC is not the only motorsport that visits the Temple of Speed. Probably the most famous event is the Italian Grand Prix. Formula One has been coming here for decades, and the Italian Grand Prix has been hosted here at Monza every single year except 1980, when the race switched to Imola for a one-off year. And the WEC race that took place in 2021 was not the first endurance race at the Monza circuit. Back in the day, Monza was host to a lot of endurance races. The World Sports Car Championship came here many times. As for the track itself, the Monza circuit has gone through many different variations across its years as a motor racing circuit, such as the removal of the famous banked corners, which proved quite dangerous. The current track has 11 corners, which makes up the 5.7 kilometer track. That's 3.6 miles for those using that format. Let's talk about the entry list now. A total of 36 cars will be making an appearance at the 6 Hours of Monza in 2023. 13 will be in hypercar, 11 in LMP2, and 12 in LMGTEM. I want to go further in detail of the hypercar class for Monza because there is a big shuffle in entries from Le Mans over to Monza. The number 3 Cadillac and 311 Cadillac have disappeared from the hypercar grid. Also gone is the number 75 Porsche and the number 709 Glickenhaus. All 4 of those entries were Le Mans exclusive entries, besides the number 3 car, which also made an appearance at the 6 Hours of Spa. But with some entries out, another entry joins the grid. That's right, this is Proton Competition finally making their hypercar debut. The number 99 car, with the WeatherTech sponsoring, will finally be racing in hypercar from Monza onwards. Harry Tinknell, John Mario Bruni, and Neil Yanni complete a fantastic lineup for Proton's Porsche 963 as Hypercar expands to a 13-car grid. Some of you may be wondering, where is Italian brand Isotta Fraschini? Well, the Tipo 6 LMHC was originally suspected to make its debut at the 6 Hours of Monza. However, their potential debut has been moved to the 8 Hours of Bahrain, which is the final race of 2023. More testing has to be done, and the Tipo 6 LMHC also needs to be homologated by the World Endurance Championship before it can start racing. And remember, Isotta Fraschini was originally planning to enter as a race-by-race entry. 2024 is where they are expected to join as a full-time hypercar entry. I also wanted to mention that the number 98 Northwest Aston Martin will not make an appearance here at Monza, but they expect to return at the 6 Hours of Fuji in September. The 6 Hours of Monza is expected to be an amazing event in 2023, but you may be asking, when does this race exactly take place? Well, qualifying for the 6 Hours of Monza will begin on Saturday, July 8th from 2:40 p.m. to 3:25 p.m. local time, and that will span across 3 different classes, each being 15 minutes long. And as for the main event, the race itself, that will be on Saturday, July 9th. The race will begin at 12:30 p.m. local time, and since it is a 6-hour event, it will end at 6:30 p.m. local time. And here's how to watch the WEC race live. Across the globe, the World Endurance Championship races are streamed on the WEC app. That is how you'll be able to watch the event. Sometimes, for some countries, the race on the WEC app will be geo-blocked. But the good news is there are other options to watch the race live. This list right here shows you some of the channels that the race will be live on. I also want to mention that there are other options besides watching it live. A few days after the event, the World Endurance Championship posts extended highlights on their YouTube channel, and later on, they should post the full race as well. As always, I will be posting a race review on the 6 Hours of Monza. I will be covering all the information and details that happened during the event. So that's my race preview for round 5 of the 2023 World Endurance Championship. Are you excited for the 6 Hours of Monza? And who do you think is going to win overall in this event? Feel free to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. If you are interested in endurance racing, this is the channel to subscribe to. If you'd like to see more content on IMSA and the WEC, make sure to subscribe to the left. If you want to see another video right now, I suggest clicking one of the options to the right of your screen. So that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video.